Hey guys, Jonathan with the Tech Talk here. I just wanted to hop on here and chat a little bit about some news tech that's just been coming out the past couple weeks. Two stories in particular. One, Google enabling AirDrop on their Pixel 10 series devices. And two, Samsung just releasing and giving information about their new folding trifold smartphone that opens into a full size 10-inch tablet. So let's get into that. So the first of the big news is that Google has found a way to enable AirDrop to be available between their Pixel 10 series devices and any iOS device, whether it's iPhone, iPad, Mac. We've seen a lot of videos online of people testing this. They can send files via AirDrop style to their iPhones, to their Macs, to their iPads, and vice versa. Mac, iPhone users, they can send files and videos back towards the Pixel 10 users. So this is a huge thing because for a long time, Apple has been very exclusive about their products, about their features, about their software functions, and we're seeing cracks now in that walled garden, if you will. And so it's really awesome to see more of that intercompatibility between two very different platforms. I think this is what it should have been from the beginning, but business is business. Apple is going to find ways to make this as exclusive as possible. So, for example, RCS, which is a messaging platform that Google has championed for many, many years now, has been finally adopted by Apple, but only at the basic level. It's not as secure. There's certain things that you still can't do on RCS that can only be done between iMessage users, and of course, that's an intention by Apple to basically make it where their iMessage product is still the superior product. So if Apple does allow AirDrop to be compatible with Android going forward, I'd imagine they're going to find some ways to wind it down, make it a little bit inferior, if you will, to having that same AirDrop experience between iOS devices. Now, they could just kill it completely. There is a possibility that that may happen. Now, it will make Apple look bad because, there's a lot of calls for cross-platform compatibility nowadays, when it comes to smartphone devices. Apple is basically the only company that still wants their exclusivity when it comes to their products and software. But there's a lot, because of the globalization and just a desire to have a more cohesiveness between users, a lot of push by many companies, Google usually leading the way in that, to have more compatibility with software between devices, even though they're completely different platforms. So we'll see if Apple will continue to allow this to function on those Pixel 10 devices. Now, the good news is if they decide to kill it, it won't be such a big deal in a sense that since it's only limited to those Pixel 10 devices, there might be a little bit of backlash or a little talk about it, but it'll kind of fade away into obscurity because only a small set of users are impacted by that. So now, if they decide to expand this to other Android devices outside of Pixel, and then Apple kills it at that point, oh man, it's going to be heck to pay in that. There's going to be a lot of backlash, a lot of conversation and talk. And, the European Union, they have their Digital Services Act that they enacted recently and have been more strict on, basically preventing those walled garden type of platforms, if you will. And so I think Apple will likely allow this to work. But again, they'll probably keep it at a very core, basic, inferior level when compared to their iOS counterparts. Now, I'm not sure with AirDrop what you can do to make it inferior because you're just literally sending files back and forth. I mean, there's nothing really you can do that would make it inferior, if you will. So we'll see if Apple does anything with that. I think what it is that it'll probably be on Google's end to basically enable the feature, and Apple probably just won't put in the effort to update anything on their end. So if something breaks, it's going to be on Google to try to figure out and fix it because Apple will likely not help with that in any capacity. So we'll see if this sticks. I would love to see that compatibility. My wife is an iPhone user. I'm a Pixel user. Now I'm on the Pixel 9 series phone, so it hasn't come to those devices yet, but I would love to be able to AirDrop to her and vice versa. So I hope that this update gets pushed out beyond the Pixel 10 series devices, but we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so the next topic I want to talk about is the new Samsung Trifold. Guys, I am honestly psyched for this product. I want one so badly, but it's not out yet in the US, so I can't get my hands on one right now anyway. But I love this idea. The idea has been around for a while. We've all thought about it. They got a double fold. What if they have a triple fold and a quad fold and who knows what else? But to see one working and in action on some of the videos that I've been watching and their press announcement information is so cool to see. So you have the front screen that when it opens up, it opens into a 10-inch size tablet, guys. A full-blown tablet, not a mini tablet or an iPad mini-esque size screen. We're talking about a full-size tablet screen that you can do all your tablet functions, productivity, anything you want to get done, you normally get done on a standard Samsung premium tablet, you can do here on this Samsung trifold display. And I am excited to see this come to the US because I definitely want to get my hands on one in the near future. So now I know it's going to be very expensive. Very, very expensive. You know, right now in Korea, it's supposed to come out in Korea very soon. They have a conversion price that approximates it to about 2,400 US dollars. Now, knowing the United States and the propensity for profit and wanting to have to deal with regulations and just different rules and all kinds of other factors, I'd imagine that price is going to lean closer to between $2,800 and $3,000. Let's just be real. We're talking the price of a cheap used car. So choose wisely. I would just say right now for most y'all, let's just demo it at the store, you know, because no one needs this. Let's be honest. No one really needs this. It's definitely I want this because it's cool and I have the money and I just want to say that I have one of the most unique devices to ever come out in recent smartphone tech history. So, you know, now there has been another trifold device I talked about actually in one of my previous videos of cool tech. But it's really cool to see Samsung, which is a huge international company. They're all around the world. It's definitely a game changer to see them implement their vision for what a trifold looks like. So I'm excited to see what it looks like when it comes to the US, get some hands-on time with it. It does have 512 gigs of storage, 16 gigs of high-speed RAM, and that's the starting base storage. Apparently, there's going to be more options available. And then now, the thing that I would say is a disappointment is that there's no S Pen support. I feel like this would have been the perfect opportunity to have S Pen support on this device, but again, I think since they took it away with the Galaxy Z Fold 7, I'd imagine because they're both using similar folding technologies, they just stuck with that same technology, which means there's just no way for a S Pen to work on that. But I would say missed opportunity. I hope that if they continue to make newer generation versions of this device, that they will add that in the near future because that would make it the perfect portable tablet. I mean, it's one step closer to being that perfectly designed tablet. So love to see it. What do you guys think about the Samsung Z Trifold? I know it's ridiculous. I know it's crazy, but just as a cool tech product, I just think it's amazing. I'm excited to check it out. Well, guys, what do you think about these two tech news that just came out lately? I mean, you got now AirDrop on Android devices, and then you have a triple folding phone. So I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it. So leave a comment in the video below. And if you like this video, please give it a like. That helps the channel out a lot. And subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and then don't forget to hit that notification bell as well so that when new content comes out, you'll be the first to be notified about it. So thank you guys for coming to this video and coming to this tech talk today. I appreciate you all, and I look forward to the next one. So thanks again for coming to my tech talk, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.